Moving on towards the next topic is the money multiplier. The money multiplier is a key concept in banking and economics that illustrates how much broad money can be created by commercial banks from a given amount of base money. Base money is also known as high powered money, and a specific reserve requirement ratio is also considered for the economics to illustrate how much broad money can be created. Let us understand the concept of base money. Base money is also referred to as high powered money. It includes physical currency, that is coins and notes, in circulation and commercial banks reserves held at central bank. Now let us understand what is reserve requirement ratio. Reserve requirement ratio is the percentage of deposits that banks are required to hold as reserves rather than lending out. Now, let us understand the relationship between reserve requirement and money multiplier. The money multiplier, that is M, and reserve multiplier, that is R, are inversely related. Let us understand this implication. A lower reserve ratio allows banks to lend more of their deposits. That means a bank can lend much of their deposits to people, thereby increasing potential money supply in the economy. Conversely, a higher reserve requirement ratio restricts banks' ability to lend. That means when the reserve requirement ratio is higher, banks are unable to grant much credit to the economy, thereby decreasing the money supply. I hope the relationship between money multiplier and reserve requirement ratio is clear. Let us now understand the role in monetary policy. But before that, let us take or understand the example of money multiplier. Suppose Reserve Bank sets a reserve requirement ratio of 10%. Means banks need to hold 10% of their deposits and lend 90% of them to create credit. This means that for every $1 of base money injected into banking system through central bank's operation, the total money supply could potentially increase by $10, assuming all other factors remain constant and banks lend out maximum allowed by their reserve requirement. And let us understand the role in monetary policy. Central banks adjust reserve requirements as a part of their monetary policy tools. They do this to influence the money supply. Lowering reserve requirement encourages more lending by the banks because bank needs to hold less of their deposits with them so that they can grant more to the people in the economy. This stimulates economic activities and potentially increase inflation. Conversely, raising reserve requirements can cool down an overheating economy or stabilize inflationary pressures by reducing the availability of credit. Let us understand the limitations and considerations of this. The actual impact or real changes in reserve requirements on the money supply can be influenced by factors such as banks' willingness to lend, borrowers' demand for credit, and overall economic conditions. In practice, the precise multiplier effect can vary due to banking system dynamics, including changes in the deposit behavior, banks' risk management practices, and regulatory responses. So, to conclude, understanding the money multiplier concept is essential for grasping how changes in reserve requirements influence the broader money supply and economic activity. It underscores the pivotal role of central banks in managing monetary policy and shaping economic outcomes through adjustments in the reserve ratio. So, in this presentation, we have discussed demand for money. We have discussed how individuals and businesses determine their desired holdings of money based on the transaction needs, precautionary savings, and speculative motives. Factors such as income levels, interest rates, and economic uncertainties shape these preferences. We have also discussed the factors influencing money supply. We have examined the key factors such as money base, monetary base, money multiplier, reserve and currency ratio, and monetary policy. These factors collectively determine the total amount of money circulating in the economy at any given point. We have also discussed liquidity preference theory explained by Maynard Keynes. This theory explains how interest rates are determined by the demand for and supply of money. The theory highlights the inverse relationship between interest rates and money demands. This is crucial for understanding investment behavior and monetary policy decisions. We have also studied about money multiplier, illustrating how changes in the reserve requirement influence the broader money supply. By understanding the relationship between reserve ratio and lending behavior, central banks can effectively manage monetary policy to achieve economic stability and growth. To conclude, I would say economics and monetary theory provide essential frameworks for analyzing how individuals, businesses, and governments make decisions about money, investment, and economic policy. Factors such as interest rates, income levels, and regulatory policies play a critical role in shaping economic outcomes and financial market dynamics. The interplay between monetary theories and real-world economic conditions underscores complexity and importance of informed policy-making strategies and decision-making. So, to conclude, I would say that the nuanced understanding of economic principles is indispensable for navigating today's complex global economy. By applying these concepts of demand of money, money supply, liquidity preference theory, and money multiplier, we can better comprehend economic trends, anticipate market behaviors, and formulate effective policies to promote sustainable economic growth and stability. Thank you.